It's been a long time coming, man. Welcome to Friday Night Live. This is the first one, obviously, in week one. It's been so great to have football back. We got a little taste last night with the kickoff classic, downtown Charlotte. But it's always great to get back on high school campus, and those. I mean, by far, those are my favorite games. Um, to cover because you're in the element of high school football. The big games, the special games are great, but these are the games that we love, we live for on a high school campus. Students in the band and all of the great people involved with high school football. That's where you want it, man. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so if you never watched Friday Night Live before, so what we do is you post your scores. We talk about your teams. It works like that. I'm going to jump on Facebook and post the link if you want to join the show. Friday Night Live is an interactive kind of show. We invite people on to join us if they want to come on and talk about their team. They want to talk about one of their players. We've had coaches come on Friday Night Live before. So feel free to join us if you feel like you want to, shout your team out and you feel like you don't get enough coverage. This is the time to jump on. If you click that link I posted on Facebook, it's also posted on my Twitter. It'll bring you into the studio. It won't bring you immediately on the show. It'll put you backstage, and I'll see you pop in. You can join with the camera, or you can join without the camera. So we've got someone that looks like they want to join us. So let's see who we got here. Bob, how you doing? All right, we don't have Bob. So I thought we had someone. That would have been great. We start out with a guest. We don't usually start out with a guest immediately, but Bob, if you want to join us, click it again, and we'll bring you on. But if you just want to watch too, of course, that's fine. We got plenty to talk about, obviously. First of all, we'll lead with the game that we had tonight. We went to Independence, of course, to honor the Queen. She was going to cover this game for us. She was a former Independence Patriots alum. And, overall, final score, Independence beat J.M. Robinson 33-15. It was a close game. It was a close game with about, I would say, 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Independence was leading 17-15. It had been a great game. Up to that point, it had a little bit of everything. You had some deep passes, some big plays, some big runs, good defense, good coaching adjustments. It was a really good football game. The Independence in that fourth quarter, kind of mid-fourth quarter, kind of took control. They had the one big touchdown pass to Austin Colwick that kind of broke the tension a little bit in that fourth quarter. And then they got up 24-15. Independence Patriots defense really rose up, had a couple big stops when Robinson was trying to drive to get back into the game. And then from there, Independence added a late touchdown run, and they added the safety, right there at the end for that final 33-15 margin. I want to bring the engine on. He's ready to join us. What's up?
Having internet issues.
Oh, that's all right, man. I've been having them. I think, Big Shelby had some on the show. So, it's all good. But what'd you think about, Robinson and Indy tonight?
It was a great game. You have one of the top 2A teams in the state versus a really explosive up-and-coming team in Independence. DJ McFadden. I loved watching him on the sideline, watching how cool and calm that he stayed, especially when the game was really, really, really close. Independence had several big plays when it really mattered. They scored. Pep, you'll know, was it 27 seconds to go in the first half or 21.7 seconds to go in the first half? They scored again in the third quarter, which really put the game away. But kudos to Independence, man. They had a great game plan. The quarterback, you could just see him starting to get more and more comfortable. Pep, we talked about it at the end in the fourth quarter. I really believe that we saw what his offense is going to start to look like in the run-pass option, a true run-pass triple option offensive look. J.M. Robinson, I thought their defensive line played extremely well. Their linebacker, number 5, who was a transfer in, Baker, I believe is his name, played extremely well. I thought it was a really, really good game, and the score indicated there was a little bit worse than maybe what it really was. But hats off to both teams. Both teams, I thought, played their hearts out.
Absolutely, man. I'm like a mad scientist when I go off camera. I'm, responding to messages and tweeting things out. So, once again, if you want to join the show, there's a link on Facebook and on my Twitter at Pepman704. Just click that link. It'll bring you backstage into the studio, and then I'll see you, and then we'll try to bring you on. So it looks like we got Greg that might want to. Well, no, Greg, you got to kind of fix your microphone there before we can bring you on, Greg. So kind of take a look at that. To the engine's point there, as he kind of gets himself situated. We're very impressed. We did interviews with head coach DJ McFadden, quarterback Justin Little that we were just talking about, wide receiver Jalen Springs, and defensive. I call him defensive leader because he plays so many positions, but he's really a defensive leader, Josh Isaiah. So check those out there on our social media, Twitter and Facebook. Typically, I would share one where we can just kind of listen to it, but we got so much to talk about tonight. So we got some scores coming in. Please post your scores. We'll talk about your teams as you post those scores. Of course, I got to shout out our chat administrator, Mooresville, with a big win. And it is Huff Week already as he has moved on. That is a rivalry in the northern part of our area. Mooresville over Davie County, 44-28. Howell, the running back, ran for 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. Another running back, Westmoreland, ran for 122 and a touchdown. And the quarterback, Jameer Cherry, threw for 159 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wait, so you're telling me they ran for over 300 yards and the quarterback threw for 159?
Wow. That's almost like in them old school games, like on Tecmo Bowl, you like get tackled on the 1 on the kickoff return because you want to throw like a 99-yard ball off the screen.
I mean, there was a lot of partying to pop tonight. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the Blue Devils going 1-0 on the season. Hey, Aaron Antrim. Hey, I'm a shot. Look at it. California love. Yes, sir.
They know how to party out there.
Aaron. Yeah, man, that's great. Thank you. We thank you for watching. I mean, I know it's only like 8:53 out there, but man, we love to do that. I mean, we'll be here every week around the same time. So, yeah, come check us out. We got our big show Wednesday night, but, Friday Night Live is just as much fun. And, CFI After Dark, you might hear some things that you wouldn't hear on the Wednesday show. All right, Brianna, Miss True, Indian Land at Nation 4, 25-8. Way to go, number 4, Jaden Singletary. Jaden Singletary was in our camp. I think we invited him.
That sounds, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to Indian Land going 1-0 on the season. Big win for those guys. That's a rival down there in the upstate of South Carolina. Let's see, Chris Hagler. Hey, Hickory Ridge over Hunter Huss 45-0. Go Bulls. Yep. We know Hunter Huss is kind of rebuilding a little bit, but big win for Hickory Ridge getting out the gate. We're going to be there week 2. Me and the producer will be at Hickory Ridge as they host Charlotte Catholic in a big game. That's going to be a fun one for sure. Let's see. We don't know. We don't know. I don't think it's been posted yet, but if you don't know, Kings Mountain defeated Shelby 28-26. That's a big game down in Cleveland County, and I'm sure we'll have some Kings Mountain people join us at some point, although they might still be partying because you win that one, man, they're going to celebrate. As you guys saw on the Wednesday show, it's a lot of It's a lot that goes into football in Cleveland County, and Kings Mountain. Hey, got it. Like we said on our show, they talked with their pads, and they went out there and they got it done. So congratulations, to Kings Mountain. Big win.
Mm-hmm.
And Big Shelby will be back Wednesday. He ain't gonna run and hide. He'll be here. Let's see, Terrence. Oh, that's Terrence again. Hey, thank you, Terrence. Yeah, DJ was great.
Hey, you've already posted it, Pep? Holy cow!
Yeah, man. Technology, man. I posted right from the new car, man. But he shouted, the Queen out at the end. I thought that was, really touching, and he retweeted and shouted out the Queen again. So first class. Thank you, DJ. And it was, I thought he was really good. And I thought he was really good calling his offense tonight too.
He was
good adjustments, and
yeah,
for sure. Let me bring the producer on. What's up?
Oh, nothing, man. Glad to have the season started. Glad to be in full gear, full swing.
Yes, sir. You got anything you want to share about the game tonight?
I think it was a good all-around team win, I'll say, for Independence. Good solid contributions from both sides of the ball. Neither side carried the other. They both sides did their part. Great way to start a season for Independence, 1-0. Definitely got a special quarterback receiver connection brewing. That's for sure. They're just getting started. So I'm kind of looking forward to see how that connection develops throughout the season. But all is not so great. Solid win for Independence, but all is certainly not lost for J.M. Robinson. They did a lot of good things. Just might not have came out on top, but there's a lot of aspects about them to be optimistic too. So they certainly shouldn't hang their head. And there's a lot of season left for them too. So definitely saw some good things for them on both sides as well. So we'll see. I'm certain they're going to bounce back and come out strong. So looking forward to see how they respond as well.
Absolutely. The big thing about them, of course, obviously Dave and Hobbs. I mean, good gracious. We see why he's a Division I big time prospect. When you guys see the highlights, he plays. He's being recruited for defensive line, but he was used as kind of like an H-back tight end on offense, and a lot of people I talked to thought he was more impressive on offense at tight end than on defense tonight. And when you see the highlights, you'll see why. But yeah, I think J.M. Robinson in 2A, yeah. I mean, they were right there for 3.5 quarters against Independence, and Independence is not a bad team at all. So, all right, let's go back to some more scores right here. West Rowan with the shock of the night to meet 31-7 over Salisbury, and game was called early. Well, let's address the second part first. The game was called early due to an active shooter situation. We don't have all the details. Obviously, you can check your local news stations for that, but that's why the game was called early. And Engine, told us, when he saw the score, we were all, very surprised because Salisbury, they have a lot of talent on that team, including their quarterback Mike Jeter, who was the Player of the Year in that conference and the county for that matter. And
you've got a brand new coach. You got a brand new coaching staff. Coach Trevette. I'm not sure if he's running his offense there. I don't know. But there's a curve there, right? And West Rowan has a lot of dudes back from a pretty good West Rowan team last year. So that's a tough first game for them. The score is a little bit surprising to me. We all know the kind of athletes that Salisbury has. But hopefully everybody was okay with whatever happened. I heard the cops shut everything down and cleared the stadium. Hopefully everybody's okay.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But congrats to West Rowan.
Huge win for them. That's big.
Big win for them. Absolutely. Let's see. Thank you, Karen Bilk. I saw your comment on Facebook. Like I said, I'll try to take you up on that and get some more food over at the pantry over there. Really
My
nice people over there to
boys
finish the night.
said that the hamburgers were incredible. So they were
Producer.
they loved the cheeseburger.
That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. I was over there watching. I was like, I had a little bit of concern, but I trust their review. So if they say they're incredible, then they were incredible.
We waited at the McDonald's on 2427 going to the game, Pep. We were coming from practice.
Yep.
Easily 10 minutes. The car never moved. So we go across the street to Arby's. Same exact situation. I finally said, boys, we're gonna suck it up and pay whatever the pantry is. Take my money.
Well, hey, you broke your rule. There's a Bojangles right across the street from the Arby's. That's where you should have went.
So on the way, I knew about that Bojangles. I knew we'd pass it, of course. And I said, boys, we'll just stop at Bojangles on the way. And they had Bojangles for lunch today. And so the boys said they wanted something else. So McDonald's was their next choice. As usual, McDonald's let them down. But I did just have to brush my teeth because I had some Bojangles chicken from the leftover breast from their lunch.
Okay. There you go. All right. We got breaking records on Friday Night Live. The numbers are crazy. Let's get to some more scores here. All right. Porter Ridge 45, Rocky River 0. Man, that's a big win for Porter Ridge. Obviously, starting off the season, they're just picking right up where they left off last year and just rolling, man. Good job for those guys. Palisades first game, West Meck, took it to them pretty good, 48-0. Congratulations to the Hawks. I saw them last week in the Gaston County Jamboree, where they defeated Stuart Kramer. So they're off to a really good start. And Coach Beatty Waddell IV's got them rolling. We'll see what happens next week. All right, and there's the Shelby, the confirmation where we just shared about Kings Mountain defeating Shelby 28-26. And Jason also sharing tough game for Shelby tonight, but we still the better team. See, that's how the rivalry goes out in Cleveland County. Even after the game, stick to your guns. So that's all right. It's a long season, Jason. Shelby, like we said about Jim Robinson, still, one of the best 2A teams in the state of North Carolina. They're going to be just fine. They'll be just fine. All right. Tony Stone, East Gaston 28, North Gaston 8. Congratulations to the Warriors. They lost a lot of guys to graduation off a third-round playoff team last year. And I saw them last week. I thought they played tough, in the Gaston County Jamboree against Forest View. And they went out there and they, defeated an improved North Gaston team. Last year this score would have been probably a lot worse. So North Gaston showing improvement, and East Gaston, getting off to a good 1-0 start. All right, Trayvon Gaither, Community School of Davidson wins big over Bessemer City, 56-6. Wow. Well, we got a lot of guys coming back for Community School of Davidson. I talked about the quarterback AJ Sirianni on the show Wednesday night. I saw, his father tag me in some highlights in the first half where he threw for like over 230 yards and I think 3 touchdowns. So big win for Community School of Davidson. And Bessemer City's not a pushover team, so it's a good job. Congratulations to CSD. RGKL big win. Rivalry win, 21-0 over Providence. RGKL is who I picked to win the SOMEC conference this year. They're off to a good start. Some of the things I heard was a dominant defensive performance for RGKL. Not surprising with all the returning guys they have on the defensive side of football. And then Providence, they'll go back to work and they'll get it figured out. But congratulations to the Knights. Good way to start the season, man. Kings Mountain and Shelby. These comments. Here we go. Kings Mountain 28, Shelby 20. Asheville's that case. That's who Asheville had. I was next is Kings Mountain. Great day to be a Mountaineer. That's what that little acronym stands for. K-way or no way. And Kings in quotation marks. It is a little shout out from the show on Wednesday night. So Marcus, you get to brag. I know you're over there in the Facebook group, so having a good time. So celebrate, man. You guys earned it. Karen Belt, tough loss for West Charlotte at Butler. What was that final score, Karen? We were trying to find a final. I know Butler was up 14-0 in the first half. What was it? What was the final?
27-0, maybe.
27-0. Okay. Yeah. Coach Grinder's back at West Charlotte. I'm glad. Those kids love him, and he obviously has the support of the parents and everyone over there. But being gone, it's a weird situation. It takes some time to kind of get things back in sync. With something like that. So they'll be fine. I expect them to play better next week. I think they play Harding at home next week or at Waddell, wherever that game's going to be. So
at a park somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. No, we did not talk. We didn't talk about it on the show, but we were trying to track this game after the end of the Independence game. We saw it went into overtime. Scott, who won that game? If you can post the score.
39-38. Weddington went for 2 in overtime.
Wow. Wow.
That's some guts right there. Guts.
Wow. What an awesome game. And, somebody had them ranked 5 and 6 in the Dirty Dozen, but I don't know who that was. I mean, good gracious. Anyways. Two very, very talented teams, obviously, and what that game tells me is they're both going to have really, really great seasons. Both well coached with a lot of great talent on both sides of the football. Tommy, thank you for posting this final. I tweeted out at the end of the third quarter, this game was 82-13. So I think that if that final is probably 89-13, Northwestern over Rock Hill. That is a rivalry game down in the upstate of South Carolina. And I'll share our boy, Turbo Richard, running back for Northwestern. He's a CFI dedicated camper. CFI built is our hashtag when we see one of our guys do something well. He had 5 touchdowns in the first half. Wearing number 1 this year. So shout out to Turbo. That's our boy. Getting it done down in Northwestern, but wow, that's a statement. That's a statement victory for Northwestern.
Yeah, and as far as the rivalry goes, kind of it's tough to come back from that one, but I mean, I'm sure they will. But yeah, 5 in the first half, that's super impressive. So he got touchdowns. You got to imagine that didn't even play him in the second half at all. So imagine what he would have had in a full game.
Exactly. All right. Well, we got someone that looks like they want to join the show. We got Rodney here. Let's bring Rodney on if he's ready. Rodney, you want to join us?
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to see what y'all talking about. Just got home from the Hickory Ridge game.
All right, Rodney. What can you tell us about the Hickory Ridge game?
It was started a little slow, then it picked up as the game went on, and then just opened up after that. They pretty much they just didn't have enough players on the team to rotate because they was running a meal race. I mean, both sides of the ball and special teams.
Okay, so you're talking about Hunter Huss didn't have a lot of players?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, we know they're kind of rebuilding a little bit. They were really strong a couple years ago. Coach Jamar McCoy was leading those guys, and he's gone on to coach in down the low state of South Carolina, Charleston area. I think it's Johns Island High School, and he's doing a great job down there. So, but we've had their coach on the show since he's taken over, and it's tough because there are some things that you have to deal with in Gaston County that you don't deal with necessarily in other places, and he give him time, and I think in 2 years you're going to see a lot different Hunter Huss team for sure.
Gotcha.
What was the final?
Rodney, we appreciate you joining us, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me, Opie. It was final score was 45-0. They ended up running the clock in the third early third quarter.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, appreciate the info. Thank you.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. All right, so as you see, it's that simple. You want to join the show, click the link, and you bring yourself on the show, and share your thoughts, man. All right, let's get back to some scores here. Oh my goodness. The Dirty Dozen update will happen on Wednesday night show. That's when we update that's when I don't put it on these guys. It's on me. That's when the Dirty Dozen is updated. So Wednesday night, check out. Thank you, producer. Wednesday night, check out the updated Dirty Dozen, and we will definitely have some changes based on last night's action. So, let's see here. Let's get chat administrators. Greater Metro 4 recap. You see the scores right there. Lake Norman 55-0 over West Iredale. Big win for the Wildcats. South Iredale 44-7 over North Iredale. A.L. Brown big over North Meck 41-7. Cox Mill 59, Hopewell 25. And Northwest Cabarrus 33, West Cabarrus 13. West Cabarrus led that game 13-0 initially. So, Engine, that's your territory, man. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I've told you guys, A.L. Brown may have the best team that they've had in a decade. They're extremely explosive on offense. They've got a great group of receivers. They have a good running back. And they have a better offensive line, I think, than what they had last year. So surprised that they were able to put that much up against North Meck. Not surprised that they were successful tonight. Cox Mill, 59 points. That's a lot of points. That's probably getting close to a school record for them. Of course, they've got a new quarterback. They've got 2 stud wide receivers. We know that they have a stable of running backs. Cox Mill's always been known for their defensive line play. Man, Coach Baker's got them jokers rolling over there, it looks like. And then Northwest 33-13. Pep, we've talked about this on the show. Northwest has had maybe the top quarterback in the county for a while now. They've had good wide receivers for a while now. Year 3 of Coach Mormon, it looks like maybe that offense is starting to turn around. Of course, West Cabarrus has lost a lot of players. A lot of players have transferred out over the past 2 years. So that may have had something to do with it, but I know that their JV team won big over Northwest last night. So kudos to Northwest Cabarrus on a huge win.
Absolutely. Good stuff. All right. Alan Drum coming in. Shelby could be looking at 0-2. Reynolds beat West Forsyth 37-0. That's a little bit of an eye-opener. West Forsyth is usually a pretty strong team up in the CPC. But that's pretty strong for Reynolds. And coming out of Asheville. Let's see. South Rowan big dub. What was that score, Jacob? Anyone got a South Rowan score? If you got one, throw it up there.
I saw it was like 9-6 or 9-7, I want to say, when I saw.
Okay.
Coach Walsh,
South Rowan,
alum of the show as well, came on last year.
Yeah. Congrats.
9-6, sure enough.
Awesome. Keith Booker, Christian Hamilton for Hickory Ridge is off to a fast start. He terrorized us defense. Well, he terrorizes a lot of defense.
I was gonna say he's gonna terrorize a lot of defenses this year.
Absolutely.
That's definitely.
We'll see him up close next week.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
He's a great kid, man. I remember I interviewed him when he was a freshman, and everybody was shocked that he talked for an interview. And now, he's one of the more charismatic guys out there. Let's see. We got more comments here. What's up, Derek?
Man.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Alan Drum, Ashbrook could be sleepers in Gaston County. Yeah, Ashbrook won big.
I called. I mean,
39 to
we talked
6.
about it, Pep. We talked about it for the HBCU showcase when we saw the running backs film. I told you, holy cow,
Yeah.
this dude can play. And then when I found out that they were playing at Concord, I think it was 49-12, 25-0 at halftime. Holy cow.
Wow. Yeah, I had Ashbrook fourth in the conference in the Big South behind Crest, South Point, and Kings Mountain. They got some big linemen: Trenton Mitchell, Jaden Smith, the running back you're talking about, Carmelo Best. So I think they can control the line of scrimmage. And Coach James has built those guys quietly. We know about the linebacker that they have. Oh gosh, Haynes. Oh gosh, his name escaped. His first name's escaping me. But Elijah Haynes, yeah, he was a top 5 linebacker at HBCU showcase. So yeah, absolutely, yeah. Sleepers to most, but they got some talent. They do have some talent. Let's see right here. We got there's your 9-6 Southfield Land score. Congratulations, Southfield Land. Let's see. Alexander Central 36, Hickory. That's a surprise. We know Alexander Central. They run that offense that they run. They've run it for years. It is tough to stop. They get it going. But Hickory, yeah, our buddy Coach Glass, they got a lot of. Now they did lose a bit of talent, but they still have the big guy, Rico Walker, big time recruit. And they got some other guys that can make some plays, so they'll bounce back. Some strange things can happen in week 1. We saw the 89-13 score in the Upstate, South Carolina. So, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, congrats to Alexander Central. That's a big win. Let's see here. West Charlotte played Butler. They played Butler tonight, and Coach Griner was reinstated and came back. Let's see. More details on South Carolina. They hit a 45-yard game-winning field goal. Wow. That's
that would have
impressive.
been at Parkland, too, because they played at South last year. Good for them. That's a fun bus trip home.
Absolutely. Melissa also added Carmelo Best 95-yard TD run. Yeah.
He's a stud.
2 years ago is when I started looking at Carmelo. He's one of my great kid, comes from, good people, one of the more humble kids you'll ever meet, but he is special. He's a specially talented young man. Let's see. Yeah. You score 89 points, you probably look awesome. That's big time right there. Let's see. Butler 27-0. Your boy Ian number 23 8. Coleman boys 8 all night.
You knew that was gonna happen.
Them Coleman boys are good kids, man. JJ and Ian. They both play on that tough Butler defense we were talking about. We were talking about the Dirty Dozen and why they're ranked where they are. So
I need to talk to Mama because I need to find out what she fed them boys because I want my 2 to look like that.
Absolutely. Let's see right here. Indy kicker. Yeah, he looked good. He nailed a 41-yard field goal. Yeah,
what did the announcer say? That's the first time a 41-yard field goal in Independence in a while.
That's Mike Patillo, man. What a great guy. One of the best PA announcers I've ever heard, man. He does an awesome job. So let's get some more Charlotte scores. I'm going to cheat and go to my website that I never share. But we do have a scoreboard ticker on there, so I'll share some more scores. So we got, you guys got me into pick 'em on this one. Monroe 28, Marvin Ridge 6. I picked that one wrong, so y'all got one on me there. Let's keep going. At final, Ashbrook was 46-12 over Concord. Christ the King with the win, 20-14 over Corvian. Corvian, a new school, which is literally beside Mallard Creek in the Charlotte area. They're playing this year as an independent. So you hear Corvian, that's in Charlotte. They're the Corvian Cardinals. So not bad for your first game. East Meck, big win over Berry, 16-15.
Missed that one. That was a tough one to pick. Man, that was so tough to pick.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's see. We got some more here. Got through all those. Charlotte Catholic over South Meck, 41-26. Oh, that's a little more high scoring than I expected. But congrats to the Cougars. I know they lost a lot off that defense last year. But obviously offensively they were able to get it going. And South Meck, I think there's probably some positive things they can take out of that, putting up 26 on a Catholic defense. That's usually pretty strong. Olympic, they're 1-0, 49-6 over Sun Valley. Congrats to the Trojans.
Wow.
Good start to the season. Mount Pleasant, up in your neck of the woods. Engine 35-14 over Central Bears. That's your guy getting his first win, right?
Daniel Crosby. Win one for the Mount Pleasant
Crosby.
Tigers. Our town, our team, baby.
There you go. Good stuff, man. Congratulations, Coach. We all nailed this one. Crest over Freedom, 40-22. Congratulations to the Chargers, and we know we got some Crest fans that love to watch the show. 2 weeks they got Shelby. We'll be there for that one. Bunker Hill over Stuart Kramer, 47-35.
Wow.
Bunker Hill used to run that old Notre Dame box. You remember that?
Do I remember the box or remember them running the box?
Yeah, the box.
Oh,
No, just remember.
When we played Havelock in the state championship, we got all their film because everybody hated them so bad. And there were a lot of teams out east that ran the Notre Dame box, the Maryland Eye. You'd see all kinds of crazy stuff in those east teams.
Yeah, it was wild. They had some crazy highlights. South Point, Tommy Wilson's boys, 28-13 over Lincolnton on big win. Burns over Forest View, 42-0. Congrats to the Burns Bulldogs, going 1-0 on the season. A lot of talent on that squad out there. Indian Land over Nation Ford, 25-8. I think we said that earlier. Cuthbertson over Parkwood, 28-26 in a great Union County matchup. Tim Winter's Union County football was there, provided updates on that one all night long. Catawba Ridge in the upstate over Fort Mill, 31-7. Big win for those guys. And then Providence Day, everybody's talking about them. 42-7 over Legion Collegiate to start the season, 1-0. Chad Greer's guys off to a great start. St. Paul's wins in overtime over Metrolina Christian, 34-28. Good football game down there at Metrolina. Hickory Grove, our buddy Coach Baucom, 35-17 over Wake Christian to start the season, 1-0. Forest Hills, 27, Piedmont 7. Coach Deese and those guys off to a good start this year. Lake Norman Charter, big over South Lake, 38-8. Carolina Bearcats getting the 1-0, 20-6 over the Highland Tech Rams in Gastonia. East Lincoln 36, High Brighton 8. Just mentioned High Brighton. East Lincoln, good performance to hold those guys down. Stanley County matchup. West Stanley big over South Stanley 45-0. Cherryville 14-0 over Avery County. They're off to a 1-0 start on the season. Let's see, Maiden. Really good team in Maiden this year. 50-7 over Fred T. Ford. Big time. And those are all the scores that we got. Let's see if we got any more in the comments right here. And we'll address any more comments we haven't talked about yet. Mrs. Deidre talking about her Coleman boys.
I'm sure.
Well, gotta get feeding them. Let's see. Yeah,
we all missed that one.
Well, yeah, everyone else, yeah. But anyway, producer swears I had inside trader information on that. I mean, hey, man, you just gotta pay attention to what people tell you. Let's see. I think that's all the scores. A lot of good comments right there, but it's 12:25, so we we got to start wrapping this up because I still got highlights to do. Any other thoughts on the scores tonight, Engine?
Yeah, great night for football. High 70s, low humidity, almost a chill in the air tonight. Really, really good games that have already taken place. I know we still have one more big game tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, but yes, this is what you do it for, man. This is why coaches and players work so hard all summer and all spring. You get the first one out of the way. There are a lot of mistakes, a lot of bad snaps and fumbles and offsides and just mental mistakes. The coaches go back, you clean it up, and you get ready for week 2, whether you win or you lose. And sometimes a loss helps you realize some things that you may have not have missed or you may have missed otherwise. So keep grinding, keep your heads up if you didn't do so well tonight, and get better on Monday.
Absolutely. It's a long season, man. Don't let one game destroy you.
He said,
I do want to throw out there, Harding did defeat Garinger 14-0. I forgot. You would think I would have shouted that out, but congrats to the Rams going 1-0 on the season. And yeah, tomorrow at Rock Hill, starting I believe at 4:00, it's the Turf King football thing at District 3 Stadium in Rock Hill. You can check them out, see if there's still tickets available. I know they said they were close to selling out. But if you can't get there, the game will be broadcast on, I think it's WCCB in Charlotte. That's, I think it's channel 18. Or just check your local listings for that. So there is a broadcast. If you can't get tickets, go down to District 3 in Rock Hill. So on behalf of the producer, Engine, Chambers plays against Cardinal Gibbons in a championship game rematch tomorrow. That's the first game of that doubleheader down there. I think it starts around 4 o'clock. All right, on behalf of everybody, Pepman Matt Morrow signing off. Stay tuned. If you're a night owl like me, I'll have highlights coming out on social media within the next couple of hours. Otherwise, good night, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday night, 7:30, on these same outlets for Football Focus Weekly. Appreciate you guys staying up with us. Have a good night.